Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is All In Special #1 from DC. Apparently, flip books are the hot thing to do right now because I just realized I'm going to be doing 3 reviews of flip books today. So, I guess it's a thing. So All In is kind of the launch of the next phase of the DC universe. Absolute Power was just the major event that wrapped up, and it was actually a pretty solid event. All In is what comes next, leading to not just what's going on in the main DC universe, but the launch of the Absolute Universe. Yes, we get a whole new line of comics from DC, taking our classic characters and remixing them for what's to come. So, All In Special kind of was special. I've enjoyed it a little bit. It was a pretty solid read. It's written by Joshua Williamson, Scott Snyder, art by Daniel Sampere. Dan Moore did the center spread. Alejandro Sanchez is the colors. Tamara Bonville center spread colors, and Steve Wands is the letterer. And then the artist on the flip is Wes Craig. Mike Spice's colors, Steve Wands lettering. All right, so All In Special. Absolute Power is over. The world was saved from Amanda Waller. What comes next? Well, that's what this is all about. The Justice League is back, baby, and it's not just the Justice League, it is the Justice League Unlimited. Yeah, they're going hardcore, bringing in who needs to be there to help. Justice League Unlimited, one of the comics are going to be spinning out in the all-in phase of things. And this is the introduction. We get a new Watchtower in space. We kind of get the brand, the general gist of what's going to be going on with the Justice League. But we also have a new threat that shows up in Darkseid, who is the first thing the new Justice League needs to deal with in an epic battle. But that epic battle leads to a whole new world that we get to explore in the Absolute Universe. It's really, really solid. I like this in that it feels like a good spot to start. Like, it really does feel like a decent, zero issue or, way to launch the next phase of the DC Universe. But it's also, teases things in really good ways. Like, Booster Gold is kind of a center at this in that he's from the future, so he kind of knows the past, and he kind of comments on what's going on, saying oh, I recognize this. Wait, I recognize this. Wait, I recognize this. That I don't recognize. That seems off. Teasing as to what we need to focus on, and that not everything is going well. We also get a really, really cool battle featuring Darkseid and the Justice League, which leads us to the flip side of what's up with Darkseid and why do you go and attack the Justice League. That's the flip side of the book, taking you through that, and all of it leads to Booster Gold being sent to the Absolute Universe. That looks kind of familiar, and with a nice little shock to it. It's good. It's really, really solid. I think it builds off a lot. It teases a lot, and kind of has me excited. It feels like an epic start in all the right way. It helps that you get some really solid writers, and I think it's just kind of something fun to it. It gets back to that cheery aspect of the DC universe that I do like. It doesn't have quite the doom and gloom, which is why I'm a little nervous about the Absolute Universe. I'm not gonna lie. And I do also like the idea of just why was the Justice League ever to the point where no, these are the members we have and no one else. You have all these superheroes, you might need people that you might not think about regularly for some special thing. Make them members, give it a way to call them, make it easier. And of course we get the new Watchtower, which I think is really, really cool. It's solid stuff. Great art, great introduction. I really, really, really do enjoy it. And of course, the flip side, we get some different art, and it's really focuses on who Darkseid is and what he represents in the DC world, which I think is really interesting. It kind of makes him more a force of nature that's constant, and even if this Darkseid died, then another one will rise, if that kind of makes sense. And here Darkseid is attempting to go and figure out what's the energy he felt at that kind of the end of Absolute Power, and that gets him to come see the Justice League, gets him to bond with Spectre, which is kind of a cool thing. I think my only negative is kind of a little Thanos-like. I'll say it, a little Thanos-like in some ways. But I still dig it. It's not a permanent thing, and just kind of gets the ball rolling and the story going. So overall, great art, great storytelling, and I'm excited to see what comes next. So overall, bravo to the team. Well done. It's got me pumped to see All In. and especially this kind of meta story, and it actually got me really interested in the absolute universe, much more than I was. So it did its job. You can go get this. You can still hit it up in shops. We got links to to shops. We put in your zip code, tell the shops near you, no shop, no problem. We do have some links where you can purchase your own. They'll be affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage. And by doing that, you help support our site, so thank you. And speaking of support, just watching our videos support us as always, so thank you for that. If you are into comics, check us out every day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics. Go all in. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.